And
Hey
we are
everyone.
back.
Yeah, we're back in and right into the action here as we get into game 1 of Semi versus Mezcaul. Had a little bit of technical difficulty, so we're gonna get started in the middle of game 1. And we can already see a very solid lead coming out here by Supahsemmie.
Yeah, I think he managed to find an advantage position and get one stock in like 1 minute or so. So yeah, we can expect some exploded game from inside. And as Mezcaul is going to be looking for a way to get his stock back, he will put himself in disadvantaged situations.
And I mean, I was talking to Semi about this matchup beforehand, and I mean, I have a little bit of Ridley experience, so I mean, I kind of walked him through the gimmicks, right? And one of the main things that we really highlighted, that we really talked about, that he should focus on for this game is kind of resetting to neutral if you have the chance, right?
Yeah.
Because one of the main things that Mezcaul does well is that advantage state, and when you overcommit on your own advantage, he's going to reversal you, and that could be the end of your stock. So you're always better off just kind of resetting to neutral and utilizing that Young Link oppressive projectile game, oppressive on shield game as well, and you know, Ridley doesn't really deal with that pressure very well.
Yeah, and for now, I mean, he didn't get like the chance to reset. I mean, I'm talking about Mezcaul here.
Yeah.
Because he's the one in disadvantage for the past. Whoa! That's throw magnificent. No, the thing is that Supahsemmie is having the control of the terrain for the past minute or so. And that FR was perfect again.
Talking about
Is it
control
going
of
to
the
be a
terrain.
three-stock?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think so. Mezcaul is obviously an amazing player, beaten Leon at the last tournament in dominating fashion, I should add. And you know, definitely at least going to be a stock on the board, and if he can get that momentum, there's a lot more in store from Mezcaul here. The main interaction here is, can Semi hold on to those advantages? Can he hold on to that neutral and yeah, basically deny Mezcaul those explosive stocks?
Exactly. So we know Mezcaul for explosive
Yep.
as you said. He's a bit behind now, but compared to what we've seen from him before, he's able to get back in the game here.
Oh yeah, and look at that, the reset with the platform, the back air one, but no conversion. A little bit awkward on Ridley's hurt box.
Yeah.
So Mezcaul finding the side B, but immediate reversal by Semi. And that's one of those things, when you are ahead in the game, you can more liberally throw out those reversals.
Exactly.
Because if your opponent is not respecting them, you know, that's just a free get out of jail card. Whereas if they do respect them,
what a string
you're
here.
still in the game. And yeah, like you said, what a string so far. Mezcaul finding a hit, finding another forward air. I don't think Semi has a double jump.
Didn't get the double jump yet. I think the double jump is still there. No!
No. Okay. The meaty up B, Semi not ready for that. But just resets to neutral, throws out the projectiles, and it's so hard for Ridley to navigate that neutral game. The pressure is real. Semi with a chase and the double chase, the boomerang, but the frame trap.
Good reaction here.
Yeah.
The frame trap was perfect, as you said. The game was pretty imperative from the side of Supahsemmie.
For sure.
I think Mezcaul didn't manage to get his rhythm going, and as soon as he was behind, he started falling behind a bit more and more afterwards. He was looking for opportunities and doing commits that where he shouldn't have.
Yeah.
And
It was actually
Supahsemmie was here to collect like the rewards after each time.
for sure, the rewards, and that's exactly what this matchup is about, like we kind of highlighted, right? I feel like it was impressive how close Mezcaul made that game, considering the advantage that Semi had, not just in the beginning of the game, right? That's a lot of momentum. It's hard to climb back up from that, but also just in terms of like stock count, right? So overall, Mezcaul, you know, showing signs of life, and I'm sure he can put on an even better performance here on Battlefield, one of his favorite stages.
Yeah,
very
bit,
strong on projectiles.
A bit bigger stage. Let's see what happens now, because again, this is only the second game of the set. They both can adapt to the game plan of the other, and afterwards change again their own game plan. So let's see what's going to happen. For now, he's a bit ahead.
Yep, and that's what we were talking about, that advantage state coming in such a big way, Ridley, right now. Just, like I said, the platform is good against projectiles, using that to kind of like stall out, waiting for Semi to commit to that horizontal control, and then challenging it vertically using the platform is very well done by Mezcaul. Look at his patient play.
Yeah, he's
gets
not scared
chipped.
of waiting.
Yeah, just gets chipped, but that's not a big deal. Semi, you know, he
Do
knows.
do your stuff.
Yep.
Once you will be out of place, I will just kill you.
Exactly, just waiting for an opportunity rather than forcing it. The up B, meaty, not going to be
You
contestable.
need though to be a bit careful, because this can. Those are dodges a bit spicy. Oh yeah, I've seen this one before.
Nice.
Whoa.
Okay, Semi took a bit of damage,
Yeah.
a lot of bits of damage, but he made it out alive. That's the most important thing. Yep.
That's the most important thing. And the game is pretty even on the percent. That's a perfect catch from Semi here.
Very well done. The down tilt confirmed.
Ah, another catch from Mezcaul. Mezcaul is very well known here in France because he is spicing up his game with those smash out from aware.
Yeah.
And every time you're not expecting, so you can't punish them. And as they don't have a lot of N-lags, you're just surprised at them.
Yep. Very well done. I mean, Ridley, basically one of the best anti-air characters in the game, right?
Exactly.
That up smash, that up tilt, etc., etc. But right now, not looking too good for Mezcaul. Has to find his way back to the center of the stage. Using the platforms again, very smart by Mezcaul, but this time, Semi was ready. Yes, Semi was ready for that platform movement this time. And now the corner situation, full hops into the center, not gonna get it. Semi just holding on to that center stage control. Like you said, the space is Semi's right now. But
yeah, and the thing is, Mezcaul is waiting it out again, but this time he's pretty behind. I mean, he has 60%. He's 60% behind, and he can be killed on any interaction from the side Semi. We've seen it before.
This situation is scary for Semi.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about.
But did you see that the forward smash leaned Ridley back, and that caused the get up attack?
That was a very good bait on his side, and he's down. Yeah, those up smash are perfect to cover all the platforms.
That was immaculate microspacing. The hurtbox shift on point, and that was exactly what Mezcaul needed. But Semi striking back.
That's beautiful. Sorry, I mean we are not yet in the top 8, but these kind of game plays are perfect.
Yep, very nice back and forth. Mezcaul showing what we talked about. The advantage stage is coming in such a big way. Again, tries to contest the center of the stage, and this is where Semi has been getting all of his damage. That center stage control, and it's so hard for Ridley because Ridley, he's really good at denying spaces, right? He denies you the airspace, he denies you the horizontal space, but he's bad at approaching. And that is where Semi is getting his mileage.
Exactly, and the thing is that the conversions of Semi are perfect.
This could be bad!
Oh!
That's the fireball!
That's awkward! That's very awkward, considering the game we had, that's awkward.
I mean, so well done. There's actually something really small, like, it's not a big deal, but it's fun to know. So, depending on how much you charge your fireballs, you actually need to space differently to get the 2 frame. So, Mezcaul being super aware of the exact, like, I want to say pixel. It's not a pixel, right? But it's basically a pixel. The exact pixel.
This is what's called pixel perfect.
Exactly.
So,
pixel perfect spacing to get the 2 frame on the neutral B, getting the multiple fireballs comboing into each other.
And you can see that Semi was already planning his approach and did not think about it at all. So he was like, wait, did I just lose my double jump? And he lost the game before that. That was awkward. But anyway, moving on third game. Where are we going? I didn't check the chat.
We went to small battlefield.
Small battlefield
we're back. Yep. Semi just don't fix what isn't broken. Go back to small battlefield. Less platforms for Mezcaul to play around the projectiles, which is huge. Because it's that horizontal control, right?
Yes, exactly. And we are seeing the first advantages from Supahsemmie already.
That hit!
Yeah, that hit.
That nair below hit. That was a down air. That was a down air, my man. I'm not gonna lie. Good advantage there by Semi. The meaty boomerang covering that normal got a very well done.
And extending his phases.
Yep. Extending those advantage states. Extremely extended.
Perfect to get. Whoa! My boy is spicy. This is beautiful to look at.
Semi's Young Link is art. It's in my opinion, I mean, you know, bias. It's the best Young Link in the world.
Yeah, I mean,
the confirms are so on point, and those jabs. That jab. -7. -7 on block.
-7, something.
That's crazy. Ooh, yeah, the control.
This guy is getting cooked here. He didn't leave the stage for like 1 minute.
Oh yeah.
Not dead yet.
Talking about cooked, the fire arrows, the bombs, it's just all the fire in the world. Semi going for that mix-up grab, but a little bit of
whoa!
And the confirm.
Those mix up with the first state of fair are perfect.
Yeah. No other way to bring it. I mean, Young Link's aerial is also safe, right? That forward air 1, the neutral air, the back air, just all extremely safe. And now, Semi going low, gets mileage out of it. I mean, going low is a little bit risky because, you know, if you go low and you get hit, that's curtains. But at the same time, it's the hardest to cover for Mezcaul, right? Semi, he double jumped. He double jumped.
Yeah, that's out.
Oh,
that's the
he's
end.
dead. Yep, that's it.
Very well done from Mezcaul here.
Explosive advantage state .mp4. It's right here.
He took the opportunity, the only opportunity he had actually from the game, because up to now he was in a pretty tight space. But
this is what we're used to from Mezcaul. Just immaculate advantage. That roll, Young Link's ledge options notoriously bad. Mezcaul making amazing use out of that.
And there we go, go on this side.
Oh, all the way off stage, across the stage, such a reversal.
Oh,
and the 2
frame, perfect.
Another stock.
And Mezcaul taking the advantage now. I see he was in a pretty tight spot up to now, and we are in a counter pick for the stage. So yeah, he wins this game. This is perfect for him.
This could be the tide shifter for Mezcaul. Can he push it through though? That's the hardest part. He's constantly getting barraged by projectile after projectile, but as soon as he gets that one hit, we've seen what he can do, and there it is, that nair jab. It's not that big of an advantage state, but it's a hit,
It's something, it's something. Up, going off for the roll and running it again.
And
Everything is good.
Yeah,
There we go. Two flame. Nope. Never didn't manage to get it.
Surprised that didn't 2-frame actually, but good spacing by Supahsemmie in that case. The returning boomerang, a little bit of coverage, but not enough to get up attack.
Jab. Perfect.
Yes, and that's actually a big weakness of Ridley's. He's bad at covering get up attack on shield, and this is
he's going to be.
That's
yeah, he doesn't. Oh,
wait,
good
wait.
That was, oh,
is that the reversal?
That's the end of the stock, I guess.
Oh, he missed the perfect. No way, that's it.
Perfect. See ya, guys.
What a roller coaster. What a roller coaster.
Perfect.
The composure by Mezcaul is just immaculate. Just immaculate.
The composure and like how he adapted. Again,
Oh, yeah.
he was behind for the first part
Oh,
of
yeah.
the game. The only time he managed to get back on the middle of the stage was thanks to the platform for revival because he just lost the stock. So yeah, after this he managed to get back in the game, take 2 stocks like one after the other, and the last one was perfect again.
Yeah, just the offstage pressure immaculate by Mezcaul. That Ridley, dude, we don't see a lot of Ridley representation on like an international skill. And actually, okay, so fun fact, I know Zachary used to counterpick co-made with Ridley.
A long time ago.
Yeah, a long time ago. That's out of the door now. We got robbed. But like that's like the last time I really saw like high level Ridley
and
on
here
the big stage.
Mezcaul managed to use the confinement to ground him to shine in front. So
and of course we had Nair in Central America as well, who's an amazing Ridley player too. So really excited to see both Nair and Mezcaul just making a name for themselves right now. Though let's see how this game goes. It's either gonna be that slow, painful death by Younglink, or Mezcaul is just going to explode and get rid of stock after stock.
For now, the Dragon is getting cooked again. We are thinking about the first stock of the last game.
Rage.
This is exactly what's happening. This just is a easy free state rage.
And yeah, so the biggest story here. So there's 2 things that Sammy has to do, right? So one is that control. That control, relatively easy to hold on to. Of course, you're going to get zone broken every so often, but generally, you're going to be in control. The hardest thing is how do you convert that control into a stock? And we saw him get the confirms in those first in that first game. But in the last game, the confirms were not really there. He could get those chip hits, but not the big hits.
In the end, he did manage to get some Dragon first.
Oh! The big hits coming through. Sammy, almost a full stock lead, but a lead is not a lead. Cheeky as hell, but it is the truth. That up B.
He tried to get something. He knew he couldn't punish the up B, and he was trying to get something out after it, but that was a bad choice.
It was good that Semi knew as well. Right? Both players were at the interaction, and at the end of the day, you know, a little bit favored for Supahsemmie is going to find that Nair, is going to find the bomb.
Mezcaul is again not in the rhythm of his game. He's having a very hard time here.
Yep. Tries to brute force center. Actually does make his way there, but gets mixed by that double jab. Remember, guys, -7. That's extremely safe. Actually, not shield grabbable if he just spot dodges out, right? Very underutilized tool.
Power drop slash perfect on his side.
Yeah, he actually crouched under the second hit of back air. Extremely important aspect of this matchup. You got to disrespect the back air too if you can.
Yeah.
Again, brute force center.
What you said is actually quite interesting. We are seeing here a bit of lack of matchup knowledge from the side of Mezcaul. He's trying to grab out of shield a few options from the side of Supahsemmie. And you can see that he's getting punished every time for such interactions.
Sammy looking cool, calm, collected, and in control.
Is it going to be a 3-stock?
He actually respawned down smash. That's funny as hell. That's the weak one.
That's the way of saying, yeah, I'm hungry now.
Okay, so we actually talked about this. I talked to this about with Sammy. Like you can get up attack his shield at these percents, and the only punish he can get is his jab 3, which isn't weak, but it's not strong. So that's such a smart option by Sammy. Not just throwing out the get up attack as like a get off me option, but knowing matchup wise that hey, this is hard to punish for Ridley because of his out of shield.
Yeah. As I said, again, I just say, whoa, perfect here to cancel the rival.
Yeah, a little bit too much, a little bit too much.
It's still doable. It's still doable on side of Mezcaul. He just needs to find pretty advantage stage just like before.
We got the chance from the Dutch Krons. They're saying camp him, basically. Camp the shit out of him. Oh, we're esports, I'm sorry. Yeah, there you go, the up smash coming out. And Sammy, that was a down game. And if you're Mezcaul right now, what do you do?
I think he needs to shield down a bit, find again the opportunity to get in the rhythm and do not get carried away by what he's offering Supahsemmie. Because when you consider what happened in the game just before, he didn't had problem just getting back in the game. Now he didn't get any opportunity to do so, and he was fishing for those opportunities a bit too much maybe, and getting punished every time for doing so.
Yep, that makes sense. So yeah, play that cool, calm, collected game. Try to find an opening, but at the same time, you gotta force the opening every so often because if you don't, then Semi doesn't have to respect you, right?
Yeah.
So it's that delicate balance between being a rude Ridley player who just runs up and tries to hit you, but also waiting for the right moments. And Can Mezcaul find that balance? That's what we're going to find out as we enter Game 5, the most important game of the set.
Going back on small battlefield, so it shows off Mezcaul here. Interesting.
I mean, he did win Game 3 on small battlefield, so
but he lost Game 1.
Yeah, but again, don't fix what isn't broken. I would have gone back to Battlefield, but I think maybe Semi banned Battlefield this
that's
time
a possibility
around.
indeed.
Now,
this is a special Mezcaul covering the whole platform with that flash. I mean, too late this time was good, perfect from inside.
That's no counterplay available to that. Very well done. Mezcaul finding that advantage state, finding those.
Whoa! No, double jump out! Waiting out! Perfect on his side. Tempering out the recovery in order to get the stuff. Perfect on the side of Mezcaul here.
Yeah, Semi unfortunately jumping into the neutral B. A little bit of matchup inexperience because, like, it's super reactable, right? And if you know the trajectory, that should never happen. In this case, though, Mezcaul finding the best.
Yo! Trying to gimp here! He did it a few times already. We know what can happen in those situations.
That 2 frames. That easily 2 frames. Okay, we got forward air. Good DI by Semi. No second forward air. Mezcaul tries
That's
to find.
going to be a grab. No punish on this.
Okay, no punish there. Semi, though, he needs to find his cool, right? So you talked about Mezcaul finding, finding his piece. Now Semi needs to slow it down. Go back to what he's good at. Throwing projectiles.
Yeah, don't try to grab out of here on this.
Oh, yes. No. Mezcaul, with those bad grabs, we're seeing a little bit of matchup experience for
both.
That's... Oh, no, down smash?
Bellissimo. Oh, yeah, tattoo heavy had not enough rage on his side.
I was definitely expecting...
Need to shield down a bit.
Expecting different conversions, but Semi knows best. He's so familiar with those combo routes. No double jump again by Semi. That could have been curtains, but barely avoids it down. No
double jump anymore.
Oh, that the stop!
Yo!
Did you see that?
Be careful, mate!
Oh, the stop!
No! What the hell just happened for the past 10 seconds?
Okay, Mezcaul had to calm down. Semi had to calm down. Now we gotta calm down. But Semi, he's not calming down.
Semi's perfect on this conversion. Sorry.
Oh my goodness.
This is again!
Oh, it's not killing.
He just took 130% in one phase or so.
That was, dude. How Semi kept that going? Oh my goodness.
And again.
Okay, the ledge trap. We're gonna tone it down. The nair coming out by Semi. I feel a nair. I feel a nair. But Semi, instead retreating to center. Semi is playing it very slow. Very slow play.
The wall not killing yet. No, the fairy still.
A little bit still,
Whoop! He got the bomb.
He got the bomb. That's going to help him get off the ledge. But unless he
got
waits too long,
damage here.
Semi, he's looking for an air. I know. I recognize his movement, but instead he's playing it safe. He's holding to center. He's recognizing. I don't need to play that. I don't need to make that play. I can hold on to center and it will be fine.
Yeah.
And that's a very important skill, right? Do you need to make the play? He could make the play, but does he need to? In this scenario, recognizing he can play it safe, and he found the KO doing that.
Exactly.
And now, look at his lead, finding extended combos, perhaps due to a little bit of rage there. And now Mezcaul, he's fiending. He's fishing for a KO. It's a side B, it's the up B. All of them very risky options.
He just lost his stamina. He lost his stamina. Yeah. Very well played from Supahsemmie here.
Supahsemmie advancing to the next round.
Mezcaul wasn't in the game anymore at the end. The last two stock were just on the side of Supahsemmie. Perfectly well played on his side. Every conversion was perfect. He didn't lose any opportunity he got. And again, Mezcaul just got slowly cooked with the bombs, with the nows and all. And whenever he was around 120, something like this, the conversion from Supahsemmie were there to confirm the kills. As you were saying, we were looking for these like around the game on the PS2 stadium. And then afterwards, they were there every game. So yeah, perfect on his side.
Those conversions just super on point. Like, a lot of respect for Semi, right? Because like, they're combos, right? So they're guaranteed, right? That's one way to look at it. But the other side of it is like, every time you throw out a move with Young Link, you got to be ready to convert it.
Exactly.
And that requires a lot of mental stamina as well, right? So well done by Semi, staying in the game, knowing his characters well, and of course, very well done by Mezcaul as well. That cannot be an easy matchup. That cannot be an easy matchup for Ridley. And just pushing his advantage.
He was playing against the current from the beginning, and he did manage to catch some games, catch some opportunities. The only problem is, as we said, he didn't have that much, and he was fishing for them, maybe a tad too much. And as you said, this is like the dilemma he had. Either fish for the opportunities or wait for it to happen. And Supahsemmie wasn't giving him the opportunities. He had to go for it, force them to happen. And he was like punished every time it happened.
Yeah, so, it was exactly what we kind of highlighted in the final game, where it was like, okay, I feel like Semi's looking for a neutral air. And I mean, I stand by that. He was setting himself up to get a hit like that. But at the end of the day, he just decided, hey, I don't need to make that play. I don't need to make that play. I can chill, and from there, control the center, wait for my opponent to force that play, and that's where I get my conversion. Exactly. Very
perfect
well done.
game anyway.
Yep.
Moving on, which match are we going to have? We are going to focus on the loser bracket. Okay, so the winner side will always be on the Vega CTV. Shout out to them, shout out to the Mrs. Squad here stream. Thank you both for being there. Thank you all for looking at us here. We are going to have no, this is going to be on. We are going to have Mr. R against the winner.
Is that not going to be on VGC as well? It looks to be scheduled for VGC.
Sorry,
we're figuring it out right now. We're just kind of seeing, okay, so what's
VGC
going to be on VGC?
We are going to have CDK.
Oh.
We are going to have CDK, and the winner of the match Tilde against Ice to Dying.
I see. Interesting.
So
yeah, we just had Ice sitting on the stream a second ago against Tarek, and he got that footstool KO at the end.
That Ditto Greninja was...
Cheeky.
I mean, it was hyped up to the end, and it was a full stall. How do you behave with that? Are you hyped because it was a full stall, or are you not hyped because it was a full stall?
Hey, it's a win. Yeah, it's a win.
It's a win. You take the win anyway.
Exactly. We take those.
That was fun. So, Tilde. We've seen him once or twice, I think, already here. And Ice Today, as you say, we just saw him.